بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. It's my honor today to be with you as a speaker in Dentistry Online Scientific Days in its 7th season. It's today my 4th contribution in these scientific days. Today, my presentation will not be a scientific topic as before. It will be targeted to the lecturers, to course givers, to course directors, and teaching staff in the colleges, in the academies, and in the institutions. I will launch the nonverbal body communication and body language in a classroom. Actually, all of us as a course givers, we all have a great talent in education, in teaching. We all have a good knowledge. But do we all own a good or excellent nonverbal communication or body communication or body language in our presentation? The following few slides will answer the question. Okay. Alan Roddick, he is an Irish martial arts pioneer, teacher, and writer. He said that your body communicates as well as your mouth. Don't contradict yourself. Don't make an improper mix between your body language and your words. As the words are powerful and they have the ability to lift up the lowest of the low or tear down the highest of the high. But the mixing between the body language and words, sometimes the body language enhances the word, and sometimes it depresses the words, and in some situation it confuses our audience. So the mixing, if it's done in a proper way, it will enhance the spoken words. Or if it's done wrongly, it will depress or terminate the effect of the word. As the positive body language in a classroom settings has the ability to motivate, inspire, and engage our students. What can we do if we want to empower our students, if we want to entertain our students, if we want to turn them from words receivers to an entertainers, to empowered listeners? The first way is the proper eye contact. In your classroom, try to hold your gaze with one student for about from 15 to 30 seconds. Then change your eye contact to another student. What will happen? These students will like to listen from you, will pay attention to what you are saying, and also this will help them to feel that they are well properly seen. And be expressive and use gestures. As the retention rates are low, if we are using only the verbal material, It increases if you add to them a memorable nonverbal cues. It will be dug in their brains. And arms. The closed arms position, it sends a wrong message to our audience. Try to make your body position as open. Try to make your arms open because open body position signals an invitation to students and welcomes the brainstormings and new ideas. It will draw students' attention to what you are saying and they will like to hear from you. And adapting a thinking pose. What is a thinking pose? By holding your chin and tilting your head, it will signals to students that you are looking at to ponder a question. It will inspires their curiosity. This thinking pause will make students think what you are looking around, that you are looking to ponder a question. And one of the most important facial expressions which turns your students to empowered students is your smile. Students connect well to the teachers who loves what we are teaching, the teachers who has a passion or who have a passion of teaching. This will make a proper emotions between you and them. Okay, there are some body language mistakes that maybe we don't realize in our presentations, that we commit in a wrong way and sends a wrong message to our students. Our bad posture or slouching. If you are not standing well, and if you are not standing with your back extended properly or your back tilted or hunched over, students will receive a wrong message that you are vulnerable and anxious. Also, the fetching. Fetching are the little movements of your arms and feet, of your fingers. Students will analyze that you are hesitated and tense facial expressions on your face. So students will analyze that you are not well prepared to your presentation. And being too casual. Some doctors try to be too casual. Maybe at the moment students may like this behavior, but on the long run, you will not respect you. Students do not respect the too casual teacher who is too casual all the time and looking down and missing the eye contact with the student. This is a wrong message to the student that he shouldn't pay attention to what you are saying, that you are a recorder only and giving only words. And crossing arms will give students feeling that you are restricted. And please don't do brainstorming. This is a wrong message to be received by your audience. And your position in the class, if you are too close or too far to your students, this will also send wrong message to your audience, as we will see later. So there are some simple body language tricks that you have to do to fix your classroom behavior. Again, your posture. Have you ever seen the man who recently lost his job? How he is locking? He will be locking as a hunched over and locking down. Students will start to analyze your posture. They will feel that you are small, vulnerable, and anxious. They will start to show you a behavior that you don't like them to show against you. If you feel that you took this behavior, please take an immediate action. Change your posture. Imagine that there is a string which is pulling up your head to the sky. So this will help you to stand tall. So students will feel that you are confident, that you are good looking, and your position in a classroom. Some teachers are hidden behind their desk. When you are hidden behind your desk, students will start to feel that there is a boundary between you and them. And also arranging students in a rows. Students will feel that you are a lord or orders giver. You are not a teacher. Please start to take an immediate action. Start to arrange your students in a U-shaped or square-shaped positions in the class or picture in the class. Start to arrange them on the walls of the class so they are well seen all by your eyes, and also that you are controlling the class. So if you feel that you are hidden behind your desk, start to stand near to your door to welcome students while entering the class. This will signal a positive message to these students. Also, after proper arranging of your students, start to walk around them. Start to walk in the perimeter of your room. Students will feel that you are walking in your territory and that you are fully controlling the class, that you are walking in your kingdom. How can we manage a calling out student in our class or the clone out phenomenon in our class? Who are the calling out students? They are the interruptive students, and also they are the students who start to answer the question without permission. And also they are the students who try to make sarcasm, the comedian student, students who try to make their colleagues laughing. Actually, some of these students are beloved to group of other students. So if you take an action to dismiss this student or discard him out of your class, students will feel that you lost control. And again, they sometimes like this student. Also, if you shout to this student, other colleagues, our colleagues, will start to feel that you don't have or you don't own the power over your class. Now come the role of the non-verbal communication or the body language. Try to make a shocked gasp to catch students' attention. You will feel that something went wrong. Then point to your mouth to show this student that they did something mistaken. And all the time, maintain the proper eye contact with this student. Gently shake your head and look to this student, to this calling out student in an astonished look, in a blaming look. Then other students will analyze that you could control this student, this calling out student, without saying one word. They will start to respect you. They will appreciate your behavior in a good way. Also, your volume and tone in the class is very important. Please try the steps to improve your voice. First, go low. If you have a high voice in your class, so please deliberately drop your voice. Clearly count down 3, 2, 1. Sometimes the low voice will work wonders. And change your tone. Please don't use a single tone, a unitone, especially if you are teaching a purely academic topic. Students will start to sleep, to feel bored from what you are saying. So try to change your tone from time to time. Start a loud command and then go quieter. And make your words matching what you are saying. In interesting words, try to slightly raise your voice, and in a less interesting, slightly deliberately drop your voice. If you are teaching the sympathetic nervous system, slightly raise your voice, say the sympathetic nervous system. And if you are teaching the parasympathetic nervous system, drop your voice and say the parasympathetic nervous system. And avoid sarcasm in your presentation. Don't be comedian structure. And also avoid shouting. Nothing screams out of control than a shouting teacher. If you are shouting, if you feel that you are shouting, please stop. Don't go ahead. Stop and take some little breaths. And again, repeat and wait for a quiet. If you feel that your students start to make noise in the class, please don't bottle of their voices. So please wait for a lull until they become quiet and then carry on. And your facial expressions are very important. Usually, students will show emotions to the doctor who loves what he is doing, as we said before. If you want to give a praise to your student, it's something great to give a praise. But what will happen if you lean down to the praised student and if you smile, if you give a smile to this student beside your praise? Your students will not only hear your praise, he will feel it in his heart. And please don't be a caricature. The raised eyebrows, the glared eyes, and pursed lips are a classic picture of a caricature. You are a teacher, not a caricature. And also, trying to perfect a teaching look, a wrinkled face. You sometimes try to do it to control your classroom behavior, but also it will signal a wrong message to your audience that you couldn't control your class. Please try to have a relaxed face, not a stretched or a caricature face. So finally, your ability to understand and interpret your body language can help you to pick up on unspoken issues or negative feelings to students. Also, if you can or you can use your body language in a positive way, you will add strength to your verbal messages. From the following sources, I prepared my presentation today. Finally, I tried to make my presentation short as much as I could because we are saying that we want to have a body language or non-verbal communication. So no need to make a long presentation. I think you have to feel these words other than listening them. And again, it was my honor today to be with you as a speaker in the Dentistry Online Scientific Days in the 7th season. My honor was that I am a speaker for the 4th time, and my honor that I am speaking in a non-scientific topic today to break the porosity or to break the longevity of the boring pure academic teachers I gave before, and also because we have some speakers, some lecturers in our group. So finally, I would like to thank Prof. Mazin Douani to give me this opportunity as a speaker in the seventh season of our dentistry online scientific days. Finally, my dear colleagues, please accept my appreciations, regards, and thank you. Goodbye.